Oh my gosh, don't throw these out. Welcome to the Small Scape on Saturday. I have a quick tip for you. Public service announcement to not throw these out. I know a lot of us are struggling with hoarding. I myself am one of those people. I like to hoard items like this. Ones that I get, products that I get, freebies, yogurt cups, you name it. Little tiny things that I think I'm gonna use them somehow. These I do use, and I'm gonna share some reasons why you might wanna use them too. First of all, what are they? It's called a net pot, and these are what plants come in. Hydroponics, aquaponics, the plants that you get online, they come in rock wool. Obviously you take the rock wool out, but save these little suckers because they are very useful. Just in the aquatic realm, you can use them for planting in different sorts of ways. And I'm gonna share like 3 or 4. I don't actually know how many ways. It's just gonna be a number of fun ways and for different plants. First of all, you can use them like this as they are, or you can, if you're feeling really crazy like me, you can cut them apart. Really easy to cut, really thin plastic, and you just cut them apart and you use them like this. How, you ask? Let me tell you. First of all, Tang, I did a video. I really love Tang. I'll link the video for you because I really think you should love it as well. But there is a con of Tang. It can kind of be a little untidy. So my first tip is use these to keep some plants tidy. This is the half cup method. I like it because you just take a little blob of Tang, you immerse it halfway, all the way, whatever you're feeling, and it will keep it kind of tidy. And it works also very well for if you have any not illegal mothballs. So I have some that are not contaminated from before the catastrophe happened with the mothballs, and you just keep it, you submerge it, and it will kind of keep it. If you want your tank, your aquascape to be a little tidy, and you want your mothball to stay in a specific spot, this is really great. Now, if you love Anubias like I love Anubias, sometimes you just want it in your tank. Maybe you just got it from the store, you need it in the tank, you don't know where you want it. Great hack. I use it this way just as the net cup, and I just kind of cluster them in there, submerge it a little bit. However much you feel like it, you can even fill it with substrate. As long as the rhizome stays above the substrate, you're good. And this may be just enough to keep it a little tidy and happy in your tank. The last way I'm saving the best for last, because there's a lot of people who are afraid to have plants in their tanks. Don't be afraid, get yourself a plant, and here's a great way. One of the biggest struggles in having plants in your tank is if you get ones with roots that you have to plant into the substrate. Crypts, Val, I have some S. repens here as my little example, and sometimes it's hard to get your hand into your arm into the tank and get it into the substrate. It can be frustrating, I understand that. Do it outside of the tank. Get yourself 1 or 2. I actually have 2 of these here, and a little trick for you here, because if you see it's got all these little slots, well, that's not going to work with sand. It definitely won't work with sand. It'll work really great with pebbles or gravel, but you put 2, nest them, and then shift them over so that the inside one fills up the gaps to the outside one, and then less will fall out. Hear me out. I filled this one with gravel, black gravel, and I planted this S. repens in here, and then I can submerge it into the water just like this, and it will hold on to it a little bit better. If you have diggers, if you've got mystery snails that like to crawl all over your plants and uproot them, this will help keep them a little bit kind of snugger in there, and very easy to move them. So if you have a farm tank like I do, I need some of these plants very temporarily in there, and then I'm going to move them to their forever home. I like to do it this way too, and you really can't see it. Like I said, keep in mind the old half trick, cut it in half, and you're not really going to see these at all. So hopefully you like the tip for today. Remember, Saturdays, I do like to share a lot of these tips. Hopefully you liked it, and if you did, subscribe, because then you won't lose track of me and all my crazy weird tips. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you later.